Ours is a time of crisis and collapse. So what comes next? In the 1980s, Stewart Brand said that information wants to be free. In our everyday lives, we see what that means. Computational power, storage and bandwidth gets cheaper and improves with each passing year. But what if it wasn't just information which wants to be free, but energy, labour and resources too? And what if their improvements weren't just marginal on a yearly basis, but were by double-digit percentage points every 12 months? And what if that trend continued for the rest of your life? We saw this for the first time at the turn of the 21st century, the rise of peer-to-peer file sharing, which meant major problems for both the music and movie industries. Over the next 25 years, we'll see something similar with food and cellular agriculture, with energy and renewables, and perhaps most importantly, with the world of work and labour, with robotics, machine learning, and artificial intelligence. Confronted with such unthinkable plenty, capitalism will have to act decisively in order to reimpose its logic and ensure its internal rules hold true. That means, amid almost unthinkable abundance, the imposition of scarcity, the market system for so long the basis of greater social wealth, now acting as a fundamental constraint upon it. But what if we could carve a meaningful politics fit for this new age, one which understood the necessity of systems change, but also sought to mitigate issues like climate change, demographic aging, and spiralling inequality? What if the present moment wasn't one of crisis and catastrophe, but also opportunity, where we could begin to live within the Earth's biocapacity, where we could have more time and work less? Well, it turns out that politics has a name: fully automated luxury communism. Because building a politics beyond both work and scarcity in the 21st century isn't just possible, it's necessary.
Are you heading off today still?
Yeah, I've got to get back.
Of course.
Stay for longer if I could.
Dina, Tails and I discussed it last night, and we want you to buy the house.
Are you serious?
I think it's a great idea, if that's what you want.
I do.
But with a stipulation.
Yeah?
If you sign Caleb's fall, I'll sell it to you.
That's not a fair trade.
Ian was inspired by an essay by an environmental writer named Rebecca Giggs. And from that essay, as a jumping off point, he's created this gorgeous, beautiful world in Western Australia, but could really be anywhere.
Give me the forms.
Irving hands her a pen and the forms.
Now, before I do this, I need to tell you something, Irving.
Sure, fire away.
When I was flying the kite with Caleb, he told me he missed being Hayley.
Oh, that's a lie.
No, it's true. He said things would be easier, better if he was Hayley.
Cal, Dina told us something you said to her. A secret, but me and Tails, we need to hear it.
Irving, stop.
Caleb, you don't need...
Caleb, don't listen to them. I'm your dad, right? I may shout sometimes, but I want you to be happy. Now I need to hear from you, not from anyone else, what you want. What will make you happiest? Promise?
Promise.
When I first read the script, being trans myself, I found like I related to it quite a lot, and Ian has obviously done a lot of research to make sure that it reflects the trans experience quite appropriately. And there was a few moments where it just sort of made me tear up a bit because it was a bit real.
You're nuts, you know.
I left. I feel guilt. But not because of you, Irving. I feel guilt because of Hayley. Because I couldn't do it for her. Because she was part of it too. But if I'd stayed a second longer, then I would have begged, got down on my hands and knees, torn at the carpet, gone animal and begged like a dog, begged anyone to set me alight, watch me burn and liquefy in those flames. You'd have seen me cheering. If I'd have stayed, I'd have cheered so loud and for so long.
And it's night. And it's dark. And I don't blink because I can't. My body twists. I slash and slice. He grips me by my head. I stretch out my fingers and will my nails grow long and cruel. I cry out. I cry out for you. In Nocturna, I'm playing Molly, the house cat, who is also a kind of mystical creature that has, since the dawn of time, been searching for her soulmate. And so through the play, we kind of visit her at different lives and at different times through the history of the planet. I think Nocturna is about a kind of complex relationship of today's generation and a sense of an overarching kind of constant being that has always existed, and how maybe that we're quite disconnected from that now.
Thank you so much. It's so nice to be here among so many interesting and distinguished colleagues. The word Anthropocene, which means the human recent era, is understood to mean the age of mankind as a geological force within Earth's history. The so-called Anthropocene, as a proposed new name for our present epoch, is both a geological concept and a cultural meme. Here is a photo published in the 8th newsletter of the Anthropocene Working Group from 2018. As you can see, for a group set upon the task of naming our coming millennia after the impact of humanity, this group does not come close to representing the scope of diversity that humanity has to offer. Imagining a rewriting of our current geological norms is the purpose of the project Epoch Wars. In the year 2020, we will be convening an alternative geological council to coincide with the 36th meeting of the International Union of Geological Sciences.
所以在2020年的时候，我们将会举办一个我们自己的地质学研究会的一个年会，来与这个第36届国际地质科学年会，跟它发生碰撞。
This new council will aim to rectify the omissions of previous councils, with the goal of devising a method of epoch naming that takes into account the plurality of voices deserving of a seat at the table.
并且颠覆过去几次
Answer each question truthfully with a yes or no answer.
用 yes 或 no 来回答每个问题。
Do you believe only a handful of people in power are to blame for our current earth circumstances?
Yes.
你是否认为只有少数的当权者应当为地球当下的处境而负责？是的。
Please raise your hand if you have a question, and one of our roving microphones will come to you.
Have you ever questioned yourself, this kind of artistic intervene, the effectiveness of this kind of artistic intervene to the social change?
When an audience member asked you, do you believe in free will, you said yes, and the machine determined that is truthful.
当有一位观众问你是否相信自由意志的时候，你的回答是肯定的。测谎言的结果也是真实。
When an audience member asked you, are all artists good people? You said yes. The machine detected that as a lie.
I don't want to die in the Anthropocene. Even though I probably deserve to. I want the free will to choose what era I die in. I want my own time scale. I want deep time. I don't want human touch. I want non-humans. I want tentacles. I want the worms. I want the worms to decide. I want the worms to decide with me. A Congress of all beings. A Congress of all beings. I don't believe in violence, but I want to kill the Anthropocene. Kill the Anthropocene through language, through talking, through killing it now. I want to go. to a place where words mean more than they mean. I want free will. I want free will for all things. Let me lie in the strata, let me lie between the rocks. Let us decide our own fate, let us decide our own fate together. Not them, us, not them, us.
让我们为自己的命运做决定。
Thank you so much for coming to our artist talk.
非常大家来这里参与到我们的这个呈现。
This has been Pony Express and we've been discussing Epoch Wars.
我们是 Pony Express，我们在这里跟大家探讨的这个话题是。